You've read all about it, guys. The positive mentality. You got to be positive. Visualize your race. Visualize what's going to happen in your race. Visualize yourself before you get on the start line having a great body that's working perfectly. The best legs you've ever had. Nothing goes wrong. You're out there mobbing blue sky, having a blast, just ticking over the pedals, doing your best power numbers that you have ever done in your life. And then you actually get out on the race, guys. What happens? You have a bad day. You have a flat. You smashed into a squirrel that crossed the trail before you. Something went wrong. Something has deviated from your mental outline that you had generated before. Doing all this positive mental work, working on your mental positivity. Guys, I'm coming at you today with a bit of a brain mob that I've been having. Guys, a lot of talk about this positive mental pre-race visualization, yada yada, whatever they want to call it, mental positivity. And yeah, it's great to think positively, guys. But what happens is a lot of people, we over mental positively think about whatever's going to happen in our race. And then as soon as something goes a little bit out of our plan, we just collapse. And guys, how many times has that happened to me in my career? And I know it's probably happened to you when you've done your bike race or your marathon and you're out there, instead of thinking about, oh yeah, I need to do this right now to get the maximum out of myself, or how do I navigate these trails, these technical trails, or this technical downhill, or this climb, how do I get to the top as quick as I can? And instead of using your mental focus, your mental energy to think about how to tackle the course quicker, you're thinking about, ooh, what excuse am I going to use to explain this shitty performance? And you're out there riding, you're out there. I'm literally, when I was younger, this happened to me all the time. You know, I'm out there on the mountain bike trails. It didn't go how I planned, or for whatever reason, I'm not out there having a good race. And I'm thinking, navigating these rocky trails, literally trying to focus on what am I going to say? What's going to be my excuse? Guys, we're in a massively delicate situation when we are in a bike race. We're out there suffering, guys. Our brain doesn't like this. We're constantly fighting against that animal instinct that's telling us, you need to stop hurting yourself right now. This suffering is not what we need right now. That's our animal brain, guys. So it's an extremely delicate situation, right? That's why we need to not allow any possible chance for our animal brain to beat us over, guys. And like I say, it's always looking for that excuse, that reason to say, oh, well, God, this is not going according to my mental image of positivity that I generated before the race, guys. So we're just going to use that and say, that's a valid enough excuse to just stop and quit and start looking for an excuse. What we need to do to get properly into the pre-race mentality is not positively visualize ourselves with a perfect race plan, because guys, no race is going to go perfectly. And if it does go perfectly, you're damn lucky, because that is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Every athlete in any endurance race or in any sporting event, we're going to have things that just do not go our way. So what we need to do, guys, to get into this race day mentality, all we can focus on race day is our effort. It doesn't matter what happens, guys. You need to get yourself into the mentality that, well, I don't give a shit about what's going to happen today, because I don't know what's going to happen, because I can't control that. The only thing that you can control as an athlete is your effort, okay? Obviously, it sounds really obvious. You have 50 flats out there. You're in the condition of your life, and you go out and you have 10 flat tires right in a row. Shit happens, you know, but you can fix those flat tires and continue giving your max effort. Yeah, maybe you're going to get last in the race, but I promise you guys, you're going to finish that race. And if you've actually given your max effort, you're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to be happy with, maybe not happy with the outcome, but at least you're going to be proud of your effort and say, you know what? I completed my pre-race mental outline, which was nothing else than, I'm going to get on the start line and guarantee myself, whatever happens, that I'm going to give my max effort, okay? Instead of letting yourself go and be beaten by that animal brain, be beaten by those thoughts, well, this isn't going to my plan, so I'm just going to give up and kind of pack it in a little bit. There's nothing worse, guys, and trust me, this has happened to me so many times, unfortunately. There's nothing worse other than, it's 1,000 times better, guys, to literally just commit to that one thought. I'm getting on the start line today, and I'm going to give my max effort. That's all that we can control. It really is. Guys, in the age of mental positivity and trying to be positive, that's great, but it's very possible to over positively think your ass into a frenzy, guys. And literally, like I say, it's great to think positively, but you also have to understand that positive think your way into the oblivion, and you might just get out there and you might just have 50 flats, or you might just have the worst legs of your entire life, and you positively thought that you were just gonna have the best, guys. Point that I want to make, guys, be careful with this idea of overthinking what's gonna happen in your race, because the best athletes, and this is something really curious, guys, the best riders that I have ever seen in my career that I've been around, it's almost like they just don't even give a shit. They like don't think. They're so present. They're so just like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. All I'm gonna do is just go out there and race my bike. The legs that I have will be the legs that I have. The luck that I have will be the luck that I have. The flats that I might have, the crashes that I might be involved in, that's out of my control, but I'm going to just fight. It's a fight, So that's what I really try and work on with myself. You leave the start line, guys, with no expectations other than one thing. You're going to give every possible thing with the circumstances that you are dealt that day. You're going to give your best to try and get to the finish line as fast as you can and give your max effort. That's the important part, and that's what's going to give us that sensation of being hyped with our effort after the race, guys. Every time that you have something that doesn't go your way, instead of letting that chimp brain win, that animal brain win and say, didn't go my way, that's the perfect excuse, I'm going to use this opportunity and say, well, we're going to pack it in. Keep centering yourself. Keep coming back to that principal thought of, effort, max effort, centering yourself. Another problem, get right back into that effort, that max effort, that maximum delivery of your best self. That's going to be what's going to get us hyped at the end of the race day, guys. So, little bit of a brain ramble. Hope you guys like the thought and get out there and just give you everything in those races. I know it sounds stupid. There's one thing that we can have in our control, guys, and that is our effort. So just go out and smash it. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching, as always.